Today I'm working on the big rollback. This is my 13 Freightliner 114 SD. It's got a 30-foot long rollback bed with a 30,000 pound capacity. I think we got 40,000 pound rears, 13 or 14,000 pound pusher axle, and a 20,000 pound steer axle. And I don't use this truck a lot, so it sits. That's unfortunate. It is probably more cost effective for me to sell the truck and pay a tow truck company. Here's the problem. If I buy anything east of me, I have a very good tow truck company I work with. They take care of us, they treat us right, they do business the way we like to do things. They give us a fair price as well, and they always say what they do and do what they say, and that is hard to find these days. If I buy anything west of me or south of me, that company doesn't want to go that way. The rate is not attractive. So I like having this truck around. It gives me the ability to go get things that I need when I need them without having to be at the mercy of someone else who, if they feel like doing what they told me they'll do, show up, or if the rate and the cost is what they tell me, and you just get tired of that crap. This costs me a pile of money every year to keep around, but when I need it, it's still cheaper time-wise to have my own than it is to wait on someone else. That being said, as I said, it was cheaper. I'm gonna now install some lines because the truck sits around a lot and we get some rust. And right now I've got some power steering lines. They're cooler lines and they're rusted. So I called the Freightliner dealer and gave them the VIN number, and they looked it up and said, yep, this is what you need and it's this much money. So now we need to get them on the truck. For the price that them things were, I considered what could I do as an alternative to, you know, not have to pay that stupid amount of money. And quite honestly, after I looked at the bends, where they went, how tight they are, you know, whatever. I just decided, let's just do this. I'll just do it this way. So here we are. Look at this. It doesn't even include the separator zip ties that they put on. Fantastic. So I'm going to get this draining because it's going to be a big mess, as you can see. So I'm going to drain this, take them loose from the power steering cooler up here, let them drain out, and then I'll start taking all these bolts apart. I want to reuse these zip tie holders because that's what they are. They're just a plastic separator with a zip tie built in. It comes around this side and up through. So I'm just taking my knife and opening these back up like this. You take that little tab, open it up, and pull them apart. So there it is. I mean, obviously they cut them off, but I'm going to attempt to reuse them. Alright, so these hoses were clamped up here in a bolt hole with these clamps, but as you can see, it rusted away. So I've got a couple of these we're going to use and throw a new bolt over it. I'll show you what we're dealing with. I got the old hoses out and the new ones in, and I'm using these loom clamps to go around the whole hoses and hold them in place, and then I'm reusing them zip tie clamps as well, so anything that doesn't move doesn't rub, and that's what I'm after. Put a couple happy little clamps here next to their good friends, zip ties. Yeah, right about here be fine. Oh, that's nice. Okay, now we'll come over here and we'll add another little zip tie. Alright, it's back in. All the hangers are back in, the zip tie holders are back in. Made sure it's not rubbing anywhere. And I took the bumper off because it was easier to get to these. And I want to make sure there's no other leaks. So I'm going to go ahead and get some automatic transmission fluid Dextron 3 or Super ATF. Put some in it and just make sure we don't have any leaks. Alright, it's all done, and at least that part of it. So I need to figure out what's going on with this tire. It's gone low. I don't know, the valve stem cap is off of it, so I don't know if, you know, water got in it and froze and let it go loose over the winter the way it was parked, or what. That's why I like to keep caps on everything. But these are an import Roadmaster tire that was on it, and they don't have huge amount of tread, but if you think about it, I'll put 5,000 miles on this truck a year. They'll last a long time. I have aluminum wheels that I bought to put on this, but I don't think I have enough threads, and I have to change out all the studs. The front wheels, they're long enough. The front studs on the front wheels, they're long enough to take aluminums. These ones are not, so I'm looking at 60 stud replacements. Not real excited about that. I don't know, maybe I'll just clean the wheels up and paint them. I want to take it in and get it sandblasted, get the frame, the bed, everything sandblasted and repainted, and replace this toolbox with one with a stainless steel door. You know, just replace the whole toolbox. It's kind of, the one arm is bent down, but I really just don't have time to mess with it. I'm going to air that tire up, look and see if I can see an obvious problem. If I don't, and I'm just going to see what happens, because I need to use this truck here tomorrow. So anyways, that's it for now. We'll catch you guys on the next one.